maybe the start or 3 minutes into the game, consistent scoring is going to win this game.
Coach, don't know if you knew this, Donna Finney, her 11th season, played 2 years at Lamar. 1995 to 1996, going up against her former school. 22 games played there.
Right now, you're not thinking about that.
No, you're not.
You're trying to break this string. You're trying to find a way to win a game.
Huskies looking for their first win in the Southland, and that's a nice start as Dee Collins, HCU's all-conference forward, drops it in.
Yeah, I think that Collins has to have a great start. She needs to get more touches in the game early, but it's going to have to be. I think we got a shot clock problem. There's 29 seconds on the shot clock. You got to adjust to it.
Just getting going. Here's Lamar has its first possession. You see there are Southland Conference officials. Armani Taylor with her first touch, returning to Houston. That didn't take long for Acacia Davis to get her first shot attempt. And HCU with a nice stop.
Great play running out of that to get Davis a quick look at the basket. But I think that now Collins has got to touch the ball. She made her first basket. She needs another look at the basket.
HCU has made another lineup change. As you see, the Huskies starting five. Hannah Fields inserting into the lineup. And, Coach, we've seen several different looks through the rotation this year for this HCU women's team. They're still trying to figure out who they are.
I think that they're trying to find someone that can come in and consistently give them a basket throughout the game.
Armani Taylor, mentioned from the Houston area, played at Shadow Creek High School. More on that later. A fantastic career. Sabria Dean. HCU trying to deny Acacia Davis the ball early, but they do get Yasmin Butler for her first personal.
I didn't have a good look at that play, but I thought that might have been let them play a little bit. This is early in the game. Ticky-tack fouls need to go by the wayside in conference play.
Huskies coming off a narrow loss to New Orleans on Thursday night. Lamar took its first loss in league play, head-to-head against A&M Commerce.
Lamar's going to Davis early in the game. I think that's a good move.
NJ Weems can't hit her first jumper try. And HCU looking to open up a multi-possession lead. Huskies led by 9 in the first quarter against New Orleans on Thursday. Privateers ultimately swam forth with a 9-point win. Kennedy Wilson missed her first shot.
Dingley does a nice job of running the Lamar offense, setting it up, hunting Davis. But I think they're going to try to get Davis open on the block.
You can certainly see why, coming in averaging 14 and 8 per game. One of the best players this league has to offer. 0 for 2 after missing off the heel.
Yeah, but HCU is doing a great job of limiting Lamar to one shot. She misses the shot, they're rebounding the ball.
Hannah Fields, true freshman, can't get her first shot to go. And a rebound for Acacia Davis. Fields held scoreless her last 3 games. Sabria Dean, a Husky killer, gets in the lane on the lay-in. She had the go-ahead shot last year at Sharp Gym in the game's final seconds.
Yes, and she's averaging better than 50%. 15 points, 46% from the field.
Joe Ali pinched along the sideline. HCU's true sophomore. Fields starts out 0 for 2.
Against Lamar, you better get back defensively. They're going to run the break at all times.
Off the screen and roll. Davis is 0 for her first 3. But HCU can't outlet the basketball. Weems converts. Can't make mistakes getting ball at the floor.
Too easy a basket. You can't give up that look. You had to rebound, and then all of a sudden you give up a shot.
Lamar with its first lead of this game. Great atmosphere here today. A lot of Lamar fans have made the trip on I-10 West.
This is not a long trip up for the game.
There's a steal for Acacia Davis. J.C. Denley misses her first triple. Dee Collins clears. Huskies one of their first 5 from the field to start. Lamar just 2 of 7. And a denial. Yasmin Butler doing what she does best.
Butler has got you talk about a great touch for shooting. Butler's got a great touch for using the right. Look at her. She uses the right hand, blocks it, does not foul.
Great size. HCU was really missing her at the start of the season. Came over from Williston State College up in South Dakota and transferred her way over the summer to HCU, and as you mentioned, missed most of fall camp with an injury. They are certainly glad to have her rim protection, especially against a good team like Lamar.
Lamar does a nice job of running an out-of-bounds play, getting wings, a look, goes to the line, and draws a foul. I tell you, good coaches draw up great plays out of bounds, and the HCU's men's coach is one of the best.
Yes, he
is.
is.
And you see that play right there resulted in a layup under the basket.
Coach Cottrell's guys will be in action 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one, 3:30. It's the Lamar men. Should be a good game. It's going to be a great doubleheader today.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting game. You're going to see Lamar. They want to force tempo. They come out in a little zone press after the made basket, they want the game to go faster.
Lamar has been fantastic in the Southland in recent years. They've won 14 of their last 17 league contests. They hit a different level in early February last year and have not looked back. Hannah Fields needed that one to go. She was 0 of her last 8 from the field over the last 3.
Nice job by Collins to pass a breaking Fields to the game. Ball fake, then you dive to the basket, layup time.
That'll feel good if you're a true freshman just seeing one go through the net.
Yes.
Off glass, J.C. Denley, the true freshman out of Westbrook High School in Beaumont. HCU trying to break through the token pressure.
Yeah. HCU's done a nice job of beating the pressure. Once you beat it, you got to find a way to score.
Kennedy Wilson on the drive. Nearly got the N1, but she'll have the first free throws of this game.
I talked to Kennedy Wilson's dad before the game. I said, what do you think about the game? He said, I got to get my baby to score more, shoot more. That's a great move. Go to the basket. Go to the free throw line.
Lamar by 4. We'll be right back in the first.
Our orthopedic care is shaped around you.
Louisiana's best bet. Official partner of the Southland Conference. Get ticket smarter. Think smarter. Think ticket smarter. Back with you in Houston, and now an 11-5 game after Kenny Wilson hit a free throw and Lamar drilled a 3 in the corner. Make it a 6-point game. NJ Weems with her first shot from outside. And, Coach, the Cardinals have come ready to play off a loss today. What do you think it is that they've done well to start this game?
Great ball movement on offense. Forced 3 turnovers early. And then consistently played really well defensively.
This is an HCU team that has struggled to score this season, coming in averaging 55 points per game. They need those shots to fall for D. Collins. They also need to rebound.
Yeah, I thought Lamar didn't think that they should have lost last game, and they did. They're a little mad right now. A little frustrated. They're not happy with themselves, and they're coming in here ready to play.
Yeah, you said they play a lot like their head coach, Aqua Franklin. See another denial there from Yasmin Butler. This is just getting ridiculous at this point. 11 blocks in her last 3 games. And Kenny Wilson hits the jumper.
What a lineup change by Coach Finney. They were struggling a little bit. You put in somebody that's a rim protector. You don't usually see in the women's game a lot of rim protectors. Right now, Butler is one of them.
Helping HCU stay in this game in the first. Weems can't knock down another jumper, and Hannah Fields fights for the board. I'll be Lamar basketball with the possession arrow. Hannah Fields, a true freshman out of Norman North High School. Coach Finney said she's got a ways to go offensively, but they love what she brings defensively and on gritty, loose balls like that. Very good rebounder.
See, I also think that they have really missed Amy Cotton.
Yes.
I think Amy Cotton is a big player that's gritty, plays hard. I think that's been a tough loss.
That's a great point by you, Coach. We didn't even really get to that on Thursday night. No. HCU's loss. Averages 6 points, 5 rebounds a game. She's been excellent when they win.
Yeah, but she's a player that gets the 50-50 ball. She does a lot of things that does not show up in the stats.
Yeah, just really another example of how Coach Finney and her staff have developed strong talent. Cotton through the years has gotten a lot better. She was instrumental in that win over Wichita State for HCU. That was Huskies' last victory against a Division I foe. Kenny Wilson paused that one out of bounds. Talia Hill makes her first appearance for the Cardinals.
And she's replacing, I think right now, might be the best player in Davis in the Southland Conference. Can just such a factor for Lamar's 4-0 start.
Sabria Dean can't connect. And a big rebound for Yasmin Butler. Great size at 6'5", all the way from Wollongong, South Wales, Australia.
Some people play 6'5", some people play 6 foot. She's one of those that's got long arms, a shot blocking machine.
T. Collins looking to get going. Over 1,000 points in her HCU career. Anna Fields drives in. Fadeaway wouldn't drop. And Brooklyn Mitchell controls. Collins nearly steals it away. That'll be Lamar basketball. Brooklyn Mitchell, the transfer from Kansas. High major experience. Aqua Franklin, formerly an assistant head coach there at Kansas. Also coached for Vic Schaefer over at Mississippi State. Gary Blair at A&M.
Coming from a pretty good coaching tree.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, we got the Mad Bomber in the game, or is that her sister?
That is Enya McGuire.
That's the Mad Bomber. Her sister ain't made it quite in yet.
And the McGuire sisters both coming off the bench today. Sure we see Erin here shortly, her younger sister. Brooklyn Mitchell can't hit. There's the lid on the bucket from distance thus far for Lamar. Just one of their first 4. Joe Ollie. Wilson. Oh, what a bounce.
Looks like Dan's little motivational text before the game. She's looking for a shot, but knocking it down, too.
Kennedy Wilson, an outstanding 5-year career here at HCU. Partially thanks to plays like that. Nearly got a steal on the defensive end. HCU's cut the lead down to 1. An offensive foul, give them possession with the chance to take the lead.
I said we were going to have a great game. It looks like that's where we're headed. 10-11 with a minute to go.
How many points do you think wins it today?
58.
58.
I haven't been right all year, so don't go by me.
Yeah, both these teams very good defensively. Lamar with a positive scoring margin. HCU allowing just 64 points per game. Collins gets the euro.
Looks like the two seniors have said, enough is enough. I'm going to take matters into my own hands. Give me the ball.
Yeah, those two have played together a long time. Been playing together since they were 4 years old up in Mansfield, Texas. T. Collins, Kennedy Wilson.
Neely just made a jump shot from about 15 feet. When a player can make that shot, it's hard to defend them.
What a read. Armani Taylor rewarded thanks to her defensive effort. And Lamar back up by 3.
The difference in the game right now is the turnovers that Lamar has forced in this first quarter.
Clock is down to 5. T. Collins sees it. Off the window. 6 for T. Collins in the first. And that brings us to an exciting end of a strong first quarter. Lamar with some gritty effort on the offensive end leads by a point. Back with you for the start of the second.
I'm going to take over, and that's what your older players have to do. But on the other end, Lamar's done a really good job of forcing turnovers. They have forced right now 6 turnovers by HCU. They've done a nice job defensively without scoring very well.
Now, Coach alluded to it. It's been a bit of a mixed bag this year for HCU. The 0-5 start in the Southland. The last time they started 0-5, they went 0-8 in 2019. Eventually righted the ship that year. Donna Finney hoping for more of the same. It's a young team with very high ceiling for this true freshman class. But again, you got to really take your licks in league play before you start to win.
Yeah, but offensively, I don't think that they've got to pass the ball one more time. Make one more pass and trying to, instead of making a play on your own, because Lamar's just clogging the lane right now.
Coach Finney said they're starting to get close after that loss against New Orleans on Thursday. Just, you mentioned it, not playing together in the offensive sets. That's been their big problem. Andy McGuire trying to settle that down as HCU looks to regain the lead. Joe Ollie not on the same page, and Brooklyn Mitchell with a well-timed steal. Denley gives it up, and a beautiful feed to Weems for two.
Now, nice job on offense by Lamar then. That's making the one more pass offensively. You had a shot, give it up to someone who's got a better shot.
Lamar has led by as many as 6. Andy McGuire off a strong 13-point effort against New Orleans. Just 5 to shoot. Wilson into the lane. Can't get it to go. An offensive rebound for the shortest player in the court. And they're calling a shot clock violation. I believe they should have reset there with Wilson's shot.
Wilson's shot hit the rim.
Right.
So what they do, they stopped it and go get a new 20 and give the ball back to HCU.
One more look at this. You can see Wilson clearly drawing
got the offensive rebound, and then the shot clock didn't restart, and there was a violation that wasn't a violation.
Wilson denied, and a whistle on Lamar. Beg your pardon, looks like this is going against the Huskies on Joe Ollie.
Offensive foul, but you look at it, just a lot of turnovers early in the game. Reverse the ball, get one more look, one more pass.
Now Lamar looking to extend its lead. As we kind of set up in the first quarter, they've been brilliant over the last couple of seasons. This is a team that comes in top 130 in the NCAA women's net rankings. If you don't know, that's what takes a look at all 328 teams. The Cardinals currently ranked at 130. That's the top number in the Southland Conference. It's also higher than Memphis, Kentucky, Arizona State, among others.
I told you, ladies and gentlemen, my play-by-play man just has knowledge after knowledge. He's just a heck of a guy as far as finding out about the game.
Had to dig on that one, but it's a testament to what Aqua Franklin has built here in this program. They are NCAA tournament caliber. Armani Taylor, no. Talia Hill clears. Sabria Dean broke the heart of HCU fans here last year with a buzzer beater late in the game. Six on the shot clock. Taylor swatted. And a rebound for Hannah Fields. Huskies trying to turn defense into offense.
You tried to run the break. You don't have the break. Set up. Trying to go inside.
McGuire. Looks like Yasmin Butler was fouled.
I thought that was a good call. I thought that Butler did a nice job of getting in position, drew the foul. Now you're going to get it out of bounds.
Andy McGuire all the way from Belfast, Northern Ireland. Her sister Erin also on this team. Expect to see her shortly. What a pocket pass as Wilson finds Collins.
See, that's one more pass. That's offense with one more pass. I thought Wilson had a pretty good shot. Collins had a better shot. Give it up.
We can, as Coach Finney refers to her, making a beautiful play. Recently eclipsed the 1,000 career point mark. Acacia Davis is at that plateau as well, and she has struggled to start this game, Coach. No points. She's missed her first 4 shots.
I think Butler's intimidated her a little bit with that long arm. She's playing behind her. She's altering the shot.
That's keeping the Huskies in this game. They could tie on this possession. Take the lead on this possession. Collins can't get the roll. D3 of her first 6 from the field. That's got to feel good for Davis. Her first shot falls through the net.
Yeah, but that's a result of a post player running the floor. She saw the guard held the ball. You sprint down the floor, then you get a layup for it.
Acacia Davis, all Southland Conference first team. One of the best players at this level in the country. Wilson slipped on the floor. And that's HCU basketball. Went off of Mitchell. Kennedy a little frustrated trying to get her footing.
I thought, though, that was some nice offense. Till she slipped on the floor, she's going to have the ability to either draw a foul or make a play. Out of bounds ball, HCU. You need to get a little quick and easy shot here.
Collins can't connect from the mid-range. Denley flying up the floor.
Ball reversal. That's what Lamar's doing. Now they're going high-low. Little pass to Davison and feed.
And a steal for Enya McGuire. Huskies have done their job in the lane today. That's their first true steal.
HCU's done a nice job of defending. Lamar's not shooting a very good percentage. That's because of the defense. Butler's helping that, but the whole team is playing great team defense.
Shot clock down to 5. Butler turned away. Giveaway number 10 for HCU today. Mitchell fouled on the way in.
Mitchell did a nice job of taking the ball, going to the basket, drawing a foul. I like a team that can go and go to the free throw line. I think the secret to good offense is getting on the free throw line.
A couple changes to report. Anaya Bernard making her first appearance along with Elizabeth Batati for HCU. And, Coach, that was something that helped the Huskies stay in that game against the Privateers on Thursday. Talked about extensively Yasmin Butler's 4 blocks in that game, but also Matani came off the bench with a couple of spots as well.
The 5-hole played really well in the game the other night against New Orleans. Right now, though, Mitchell, it just always happens. Here's a kid shooting 45% from the free throw line, knocks down both of them.
Lamar matching its largest lead of the game and putting pressure on the inbound. Huskies break the press. McGuire. Tough bounce. Matani back up and in.
I thought McGuire taking a great shot. Good look. Matani did a nice job of offensive rebounding and bringing it to within 3.
That's exactly what HCU is hoping for out of Matani. The junior center from Irving MacArthur High School. Good size at 6'5". Goes 6 to shoot. To Davis on the block. Great defense from Matani again, and Collins grabs the board.
Great defensive rebound by Collins at that time.
Huskies can tie the game. Lamar has led for 7 minutes in this game. McGuire in the paint. A rare paint touch for Enya, and it pays off.
Great pass. Great post feed from Collins to McGuire. Great cut to the basket.
Just 5'4", not afraid to get in there amongst the tall trees. Neither is J.C. Denley, and the true freshman knocks down her second jumper.
She's hitting a mid-range jumper off of a screen on the ball. What a great offensive play. What a game we got.
Well, that'll work if you're Aqua Davis, your true freshman knocking down a shot like that. Just 5 to shoot. Wilson.
Good ball movement, good shot, just didn't go down. But Lamar, defensive rebounding and blocking out, great job.
Final 3 minutes of an exciting second quarter. Dean gets a friendly roll. Sabria Dean loves shooting in Sharp Gym.
Yes, and hey, a lot of people like to shoot in this gym. No doubt about it. It's a friendly shooter's atmosphere.
It sure is. Recently played her 100th career game on Thursday night. Huskies looking for answers offensively. Matani. That's not the shot they were hoping for.
I think she might need to get on the block and use her height to her advantage.
Dean can't find the touch. Acacia Davis doing what she does best, an offensive board and a putback.
Yes, and now Davis, great presses, stay around the basket, offensive rebound.
They've been averaging 8 rebounds per game, 7 double-doubles on the season. McGuire steps back and hits.
Big basket. You know, games are won. I'm a big believer. Games are won or lost in little 2-minute stretches in different parts of the game. That right there could have been a factor. You're down 7. You needed a basket big time.
J.C. Denley looking to extend the Lamar lead going into the locker room. Davis just finds a few inches and makes HCU pay.
Davis is warmed up now. She's found out she can go over her left hand, shoot a little left-handed jump shot.
Yeah, if you're just now tuning in, she started 0 of 4. Since then, she's 3 of her last 3 from the field. .65 seconds left to play in the first half. McGuire. HCU one of its first 8 from 3. Andy McGuire pestering the inbound there, nearly got a steal. And we have our first stoppage of this second quarter. Been a deliberate pace. 54 ticks left to go before the half. We get back.
You hear that? This cheesesteak is so...
Why Lamar's built the 7-point cushion.
Turnovers. Lamar's on the committed 2 turnovers. HCU's committed 11. That's 9 more possessions. That's at least 7 points right there. You got to be. Lamar's not shooting the ball real well. They just get more opportunities, more shots. HCU's got 24 shots. Lamar's got 30. 6 shots. That's 6 or 7 points.
Clock issue. A bit of a false start there in the final 54.5. Lamar looking to go 5-1 to start the league play in their season. Almost an unblemished start prior to a narrow loss over at the Montag Center on Thursday night. A&M Commerce with a much-needed win there for the Lions. Huskies looking for their first Southland Conference victory today.
Need a great defensive stop right here before the half.
Davis off the bounce. What a play in the pick and roll.
Nice job of pick and rolling when you can come off of it. And then you tremendous job between Dean and Davis. The 2 Ds.
After a scoreless first, Acacia Davis with 8 in the second. She can heat up in a hurry. Shot clock and game clock about 9 seconds apart. Wilson. Armani Taylor holds. They have 6 seconds to work with. Dean off glass. That won't count. And we will have a single-digit spread as we head for the locker room. Lamar trying to build off a 9-point lead. You can see Coach Franklin hoping for a little bit more. Find out if they can spark it in the second half for Coach Finney's Huskies. We'll get back in it in Sharp Gym.
Never met a coach. If I was like this, I would be, as far away from relaxed as you could be. The bad part about it, Lamar's got the ball to start the second half. And they have picked it up offensively here in the second quarter. You just look at them. They're just doing so many good things. Denley has been able to come off and knock the shot down. Dean and Davis. They got more than multiple options, more than one option.
Sabria Dean to toss it in. Lamar occupying its largest lead of this game. HCU led briefly in the first. Other than that, it's been controlled by the Cardinals. This is a big reason why Acacia Davis hitting the double-digit mark.
After making the basket, come out in a little zone pressure. And then they do a good job of it. Not only just pressing, they don't steal the ball a lot, but they run a lot of shot clock, and then they get back on the defensive end.
11-point lead for Lamar, largest of the game. Huskies roll with the same starting 5 as the opening tip, and that certainly won't help. They've hit a dozen turnovers on the day.
Yes, and then If you turn the ball over, I hate to say it like this, you can't get a shot up.
Right.
If you get a shot up, you can't get a rebound. You might draw a foul.
What do you think Lamar has done well offensively today?
They've done a great job of being patient. I mean, really patient. They're running the same play right now that they ran the last trip down the floor. They're going inside with Davis now.
And Jay Weems finds a little space. That's huge when you're big, can pass like that. And Donna Finney not pleased with the start. Lamar bursts out with a 4-0 run, and HCU takes its first time out.
When you start out, you got a lead and you increase the lead.
35-22 game. How about that, Coach? Former Rocket star Steve Francis in the house. How many do you know from sharing those compact center days?
I walked over a while ago and he turned around and he said, "Oh my gosh, the comics coach is here." I said, "Steve, I remember the time you came up and told me, you said, Coach, well, it's really hard on a young man to get a paycheck of $100,000 and I can't help from just throwing a lot of it away." I'll never forget that. A paycheck for that.
Steve Francis, by the way, a former star at San Jacinto College. Lamar, assistant coach Omar Sneed was one of his teammates there. He's now on Aqua Franklin's staff, so long-time connection, 20-plus-year-old connection. Still coming to support his friend. Pretty cool to see. You never know you're going to see at Sharp Gym.
Oh, no, never know, but Steve Francis is one of the greatest players to ever play for the Rockets.
Yes, he is.
And a great guy. Really and truly, as Fields drives to the basket, the people want to know about the game. They're not interested in former Rocket stars. Fields goes to the free throw line, penetrates to the basket, knocks it down.
Hannah Fields, a true freshman out of Norman North High School. Kind of a cool story in December when HCU was going up to Wichita State. They made a stop by her house for some home cooking on the way on that long trip.
When I coached, buddy, I never turned down home cooking for no one.
No, you cannot.
We got a little sub now coming in for the HCU.
Armani Taylor going right at D. Collins. Despite Lamar being in control, this game is certainly not over, but it will be if Acacia Davis keeps knocking down shots like that.
Lamar had great patience then, though. Went inside, went outside, and then inside again, and then Davis caught it and inside. If you give her the ball that deep on the block, she's the force to reckon with.
Tove Caesar making her first appearance in this game. True freshman out of Sweden at the top of your screen. Ready to shoot. Collins. Oh, she got it.
You talk about a heave to the basket with a shot clock down. But what a play.
That's a big-time shot for Dean Collins, and it keeps HCU within 11.
But now Lamar's coming back running the same offense. They're trying to set up Davis inside, post her up, feed it.
Taylor can't connect. What an offensive rebound by Acacia Davis. And another swat for Yasmin Butler.
6 seconds on the shot clock. You got to protect an out-of-bounds play from the inline going inside. Watch them run a little fake to the outside and cut back to the basket.
That's a big defensive stand for HCU, trying to stick around. Lamar trying to pull away. Dean on the exact same play that she hit the buzzer beater last year at Sharp Gym. Hit that shot right from the mid-range right there.
Same shot. But now you're down 11. You got to come down, get a great look at the basket.
That probably gave HCU's coaching staff some flashbacks. They didn't want to remember that last play. And Jay Weems knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Huskies. Huskies fell by 9 on Thursday night to New Orleans. A narrow 3-point loss to Northwestern State last Thursday. And a 10-point loss at A&M Commerce. They do not want to lose narrowly today. Dia Collins trying to put them on her back.
Great pass by Butler. Passed the ball in the corner. Collins faked out, went to the basket. Now you got to make a defensive stand. You know where they're going. They're going to 41 inside.
Wow, Acacia Davis heating up. She started 0 of 3. Since then, 5 for 5 from the field.
Great players don't care about being 0 for 3. They're just thinking about the next 3 shots. HCU's done a great job of beating the press. They come out here in the third quarter, has not turned the ball over.
Davis with her 8th double-double of the year, 12 points and 10 rebounds. Kennedy Wilson's foul.
Wilson does a nice job of going to the basket. Davis comes over, helps out on the weak side, and then tries to block the shot. I think that was a foul with a body. You look at it right there. You saw the open look by Dean's mouth then. She didn't think there was a foul, but I thought it was a good call. Now Wilson, she's shooting better than 70%. It's time to step up and knock it down.
It's been a well-officiated game. Nice pace. Only the second team foul of this third quarter. And Kenny Wilson, a stalwart at the free throw line, knocks down the first. Recently crossed the 1,000-point plateau. 13th player in HCU's program history to do so.
I think HCU now has got to double team Davis. I think they've been trying to let Butler guard her. Davis has made it a greater adjustment. It's time now. If the ball goes inside, somebody's got to double down and make her give up the ball.
Back to Davis. Butler got a hand on that one, but it didn't matter.
I think, though, when Davis is touching the ball, the wings got it. I think the game plan was to go individually. But I think now that with Davis is doing so well, offensive foul.
It looked like it called there on Caesar. Unfortunately, Lamar with the players slow to get up. Cardinals will distribute the coaching staff as Sabria Dean is slow to get to her feet.
I think Butler's going to have to jump up and take a chance on foul, and I thought she got a foul early. He came
down 11 points up against her former school. She played a little bit of her college basketball 2 years in Lamar, knocked down a couple of three-pointers, 22 games, then transferred back to Ariel Watt in Edinburgh to finish her collegiate career. Long successful tenure with the Scotland national team before getting this HCU job 11 years ago. Won the conference championship in 2022. A bit of a rebuilding effort this season. Said after the game on Thursday she's liked what she's gotten from her team this year. They're getting close. This is a game, the second half really, where they could show that even more to their coach. I found the floor.
I thought that might have been a delayed call there. I thought that Caesar already had the basketball, but once again, when you're down 11, you got to find some way to limit your opponents to one shot. You get them to miss a shot, and then you got to be able to rebound, especially a long rebound.
Lamar's led comfortably for most of this game, but so often in this sport, runs can happen late, trying to just add to their cushion. Davis, just like you said, Coach Yasmin Butler getting a little more aggressive on the defensive end. And there she does draw her second personal.
Yeah, but once again, I thought that was a delayed call. If you're going to make that call, make it. Davis now on the other end. She's not shooting but 78%. Here's a woman that can score on the block, and then when you foul her, she can make free throws.
Already nice. A very decorated career for Davis. As you see there, another double-double today. First team in the Southland Conference coming in. Lamar played its 2022 season in the WAC. They came back to the Southland after 1 year, but Davis didn't stop her from getting some hardware. She picked up the Western Athletic Conference Freshman of the Year award for coming back to the league last year.
The bad news for the league is, and for the players, the good news for the league is she's just a junior. She's going to be the best player in this league next year. Might be the best player in this league right now. Here comes a little 1-2-2 half-court trap.
Largest lead of the day for the Cardinals. Tobe Caesar looking for room. A 33% three-point shooter knocks down her first.
The last one she shot in the last game against New Orleans, she didn't hit the rim. She didn't hit the rim there. She's a natural-born shooter.
You're exactly right about that. She's starting to look a lot more confident as she finds her role in this HCU rotation. Lead cut down to 10. Under 5 left to play in the third. Davis finds just a few inches but misses her second straight bunny. Davis up and under and in.
But somebody's going to have to help Butler rebound the ball when she does miss it.
Lead back to a dozen. This is Erin McGuire, her first appearance in this game, the younger sister of Enya. Free to shoot. Collins in deep. That pass just a little too long.
1 second on the shot clock, but you still, hey, Lamar proved last year you don't need but 1 second to score.
Yes, sir. You're right about that. Sabria Dean with the buzzer beater.
But if you're on offense, whoever touches it has to shoot it. This is a great time, though, to run a little fake outside and go back inside because everybody's trying to protect outside.
Got a heave. McGuire put the ball on the floor. And that'll be Lamar's basketball. And that's a coachable moment there for HCU.
Yeah.
You have to know that you can't dribble when you have a second left.
No, you got to just shoot it, make a hook shot or something.
Right.
But right now you got to find an answer to Davis. They're running a little play away from her and then breaking her back with a little ball screen from the guard. Now Collins come over and help, and that's what HCU's going to have to start doing.
Tenny Keanu making her first appearance for Lamar. And a whistle coming with that amounts. Toss it. When Mitchell to float it up.
Lamar's had great patience, has not turned the ball over, does a nice job of going Davis, and then inside and then out.
Davis right at Butler, and one. Yasmin Butler got a piece, but Davis drops it in for her 19th and 20th points in the game.
Had to such a slow start to this game.
Right.
She's gotten red hot. But watch her post up. She does a nice job of getting and receiving the ball and then finishing it once she receives it.
Yasmin Butler just picked up her third. You see Coach Finney chatting with her there on the sideline. What do you think the coaching points are there in that specific play?
Trying to keep her from letting her post up so low. You can't let a good post player get the ball low. You got to push them off of the block. She's getting the ball on the block, and she's, tough there.
15-point lead for Lamar is the largest of the day. Cards trying to win their third straight head-to-head over HCU since rejoining the Southland. McGuire connects. She's got 6. Monty Taylor with the basketball. We talked about her very successful high school career here in Houston. Just gave the basketball up. NJ Weems to the floor. There's a jump ball, and it'll come back with HCU.
I thought that was good team defense then. Davis was catching the ball, and you look up and see she's doubling her. I don't think there's any doubt. I think Davis is too strong for anybody to defend her right now. I think HCU, somebody's got to double her on every position. And
if you're going to overcome a double-digit deficit, if you're HCU, those are the kind of plays that you need. Diving on the floor after a loose ball.
Somebody else has got to beat you besides Davis. She's proven she can beat you.
13-point game in H-Town. McGuire turns it over. 14 on the day for HCU. Great hustle by Enya and a foul on HCU.
That's hustling there to the ball. Now, as a coach, that's a tough foul for your team to get. You'll see great defense. You'll see McGuire going after the ball. I thought it was just 2 players going after the ball. Might have been a little push in there, but that's like receivers.
50-50 balls?
50-50 ball.
Armani Taylor to the stripe, the all-time leading scorer at Shadow Creek High School over in Pearland. 1,687 points.
1,600 points. That's putting it up a lot, and that's scoring a lot.
Stayed close to home to play collegiate basketball at Lamar, and a big piece of Aqua Franklin's rotation.
Most people don't realize how close Lamar is to Houston.
Right.
Geographically.
Yeah, they make a lot of sense for the league, and that was certainly when they left for the WAC that was a little perplexing, and when they decided to come back the year later, that was a move that a lot of teams in this league welcomed back with open arms.
I thought it was good for the league, but I also thought it was good for Lamar.
Right. Well, it's paid off this year, looking for their 5th win in their first 6 conference games. McGuire finds a little space. Aaron on the deuce.
Aaron does a nice job of being able to penetrate, go the back door. But when you cut it down to 12, you're trying to win a game, you're down, you're at home, you got to find a way to stop them defensively.
Still 12-point cushion, and Aqua Franklin will get a timeout. I'll stop the clock with 1:30 left to play here in the third. If you're in that huddle, Coach, what's your message?
I'm Lamar right now. I'm going to win this game. Remember this, if you're behind, there's no 12-point play. Got to make it up a little bit at a time.
And if you're Lamar, it's frustrating on the other sideline. That clock just won't run, as you always say.
If I'm Lamar, I'm going to Davis right now. Coming out of this timeout, I'm going to run that little play where they carry the ball to the one side and then reverse her to the other side and post her up.
21 huge points for Acacia Davis today.
And that's after starting 0-3.
Davis loses the handle, and the shot clock buzzes to boot.
Now, that's the last thing you want if you're Coach Franklin. Out of a turnout, you come out, you got a 12-point lead, you turn the ball over.
Yeah, the Huskies cut it down to single digits here. Final 65 seconds of this third quarter. Looks like we have a wristband on the floor. And McGuire not on the same page with Joe Ollie.
When you hold the ball that long, you're just telegraphing the pass so the defender knows where you're going. As Lamar runs the break, draws the foul.
Yeah, Tobe Caesar called for the personal on Teni Kiyunu. Okay, Lamar will have free throws coming. Only losses this year. The A&M Commerce loss in Southland play. A loss to Baylor, a loss to Nebraska, a loss to Texas A&M. They have had an extremely impressive season thus far. Trying to bring it down the stretch.
And I hate to say this, a loss at home to Commerce, I know they were disappointed in that. They had to feel like we should have won that game. They lost it 73-70, didn't it? And they give up 70 points. They're giving up 37 here tonight.
That's a great point. Aqua Franklin clearly had a message for them after that game.
I never wanted to play a team after losing a game that they thought they should have won, and
right.
I thought they should have won, because they're going to come out ready to play in the next game.
NCAA tournament aspirations for this Lamar bunch.
They're going to have to get through Southeastern Louisiana, though.
Yes, they will.
And my boy Royce Chadwick. Now, what a shot by Collins.
D. Collins with 16.
Don't ever count out Royce Chadwick down at Corpus Christi. That's one of the great coaches of all time. Nice shot by Collins.
We were talking before the game, too. It's three great teams at the top, but a lot of teams toward the middle and the bottom who can beat you.
This league is always, men or women, it's going to be balanced. Anybody can win the tournament. I'll tell you that now.
Davis finds just an inch and another lay-in.
What an offense. What an execution.
23 points for Acacia Davis, dominating on the block for Lamar. They have a 13-point lead to work with as we head for the fourth. A 13-point game here in the start of the final quarter. Garrett Jones and the four-time champion WBA head coach Van Chancellor here with you. Lamar, coach, has been impressive from start to finish. They've led this game most of the way through. How have they done it?
They've done it by getting the ball to field. They got a horse, ride that horse. Don't be letting some other people go inside. You can't guard her. That's 27 points, was 0 for 3 to start the game.
She has been unbelievable. 27 points and 12 rebounds for Acacia Davis off 12 of 18 shooting.
What she's done, she's posted up. That's why she can get the ball. She's done a nice job of getting herself in a position.
McGuire not waiting around. Maybe should have. That one didn't find the iron. And it's a 15-point lead for the Cardinals, largest of this game.
Lamar offensively had a plan. The plan was to get the ball to Davis. She didn't make any shots. They stayed with the plan. Then she started making shots.
And down the stretch, right, they can just roll with that pretty much the whole way through as Taylor gets the N1 lane.
Yeah, Taylor. Their percentage in the third quarter was outstanding as far as how they shot the ball, as well as they shot the ball. Because why? Davis didn't miss a shot. They were 8 for 13, which is 62%. 6% from the free throw line.
Armani Taylor back to the free throw line. Just 1 of 6 from the field today. Now just 1 of 3 from the free throw line. That's a 17-point game. Dean Collins, an HCU high 16 points today. Ali lost it. Turnovers have killed HCU today. 16 giveaways for the Huskies. Nearly had one there. Talia Hill will knock it out of bounds, and there's a Cardinal slow to get up.
Right now, that's one of the few turnovers Lamar's committed. And they did that by trying to over-penetrate. They've done a great job of passing the ball, not dribble driving to the basket.
It was Victoria Mason who hit the floor. Fortunately, it looks like she's okay. Wilson off the cross. Got the floater.
Wilson has got that shot down. She looks like a WNBA player that's going in there against the Giants, putting it up on the basket. Nice job.
Double digits for both of HCU's seniors. Steve Collins, Kennedy Wilson. They played together since they were 4 years old in Mansfield. Davis went at a double. And still Lamar with an offensive board. Taylor, no. That'll be HCU basketball. We haven't even gotten to it today because we really haven't needed to, Coach, but this is a Lamar team that really struggles from outside. But why would you shoot outside shots, right, when you have Acacia Davis on the block?
From the three-point line, they're 24, 22, 28, 12, 28, 27, 22, 33. But you don't need to shoot it out there when you got the woman inside. Give her the ball. The last 2 times she didn't touch the ball. You got to let her have it.
Yeah, 25% on the year. That's 324th out of 328 Division I teams. But as Coach mentioned, it's a bit deceiving because you have Acacia Davis who just dominates inside. Wilson's starting to do the same there with her second straight teardrop.
See, now if you're Lamar, you're up 13. You've got to go to Davis and nobody else. But Davis is not in the game, so you can't hardly go to her.
Hill swatted away. A very late whistle there on HCU's Makala Bagayegu.
Yeah, that's the last 3 calls have been delayed a little bit. But I think that what you do there, you realize that's not Davis. You just get up, don't get up too close. Don't try to block it. Put your hands straight up. She's had to make a difficult shot. Make her make that shot.
Talia Hill to the stripe out of Arlington, Texas, the junior.
Because, see, you put Hill, who shoots 67% from the line, Garrett, you give her 2 free throws, and she had a shot that was going to be about a 25% at best to make.
Division I family. Her mom, Janice, also played Division I basketball at TCU. A 15-point game. Lamar leading comfortably. HCU trying to just chip away as much as it can in the 4th. Still looking for their first win in league play. McGuire knocked it short. Lakeland Mitchell, the Kansas transfer, on the rebound. Nearly a steal for Ali. And Lamar controls.
Lamar does a nice job of running the break when they don't have it set up, run their little set play. They won't try to go inside. They know they're not great outside shooters.
How about this too, Coach Chancellor? Just 4 turnovers for Lamar today. Didn't have one there either.
Oh, they've done a great job of going high-low. By the way, guys, you won the last little game, 60. I said 60 would win it today. It's at, ladies and gentlemen, me and him have a little side bet on how many points you got to score to win the game. Great play by Collins. What a play.
He has 18 points as her frenetic run through the Southland continues.
Yeah, she's going to be all conference. She'd have a shot to be player of the week in the Southland Conference. I'm not trying to run the conference office, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. But Davis has had that's the player of the week. I'm going to pick it for you.
She might have several of those by the time the season's come to a close.
But today, right now, this week, if there's somebody having a better player, I don't know what she did the other night. And I know you got 2 games, and I shouldn't be doing it for them, but it's going to be hard-pressed to outdo her.
Collins leaves the free throw short, and it stays a 15-point game. J.C. Denley, the true freshman, continues to run the point for the Cardinals. Nice steal by Ollie, only turnover number 5 for Lamar. Ollie travel.
Yeah, that's just a young player wanting to score. Give her a little more experience. And when you got her size, you got to slow down and finish the play. You're not trying to outrun somebody.
You have to give the Cardinals a lot of credit, too, defensively. They have not backed off at all, despite the big lead. Denley can't hit. Kennedy Wilson with the rebound. Final 5.5 from Houston. Makala Bagayegu can't hit inside.
Good penetration, but when you get to the rack, you got to know what to do with it.
Armani Taylor. Joe Ollie with another board. Huskies pushing. Collins, no. And Coach Joe Ollie's a player that HCU's working on developing, the sophomore at Elbruck, Luxembourg. She's done some nice things both defensively and on the rebounding glass today.
Yes, and has worked hard, played good, but you'll see Collins go to the basket on the replay, been able to draw a foul, get to the line, and she's an excellent free throw shooter, almost 77%. Big players go to the free throw line more than guards do. So when you can get a forward that can get to the free throw line and can shoot them once they get there, excellent job.
Net barely moved on that one. Huskies have been good at the strike today. Generally very good as a team as well. Both these are.
The last 3 or 4 years, Donna Finney's team has been really good from the free throw line. This year's team is shooting almost 70%, especially by their key players.
Again, giving the Cardinals some credit, too. 86% at the stripe today, 12 of 14. That's a big reason why they've had a comfortable lead here in the second half. Hill can't drop it in, and Joe Ollie with another rebound. "13 points between these two. McGuire pinched tightly. That's good defense there by Sabria Dean.
But when you get the ball in the corner, sometimes you got a couple of lines trying to help the defender, too. You got baseline, sideline. You got a little TV break.
And our final one of the day. Come right back with us for the finish, 61-48. One of these two teams known for really letting it fly, but HCU still with 4 3-pointers today. We take a look at our 3-pointer of the game, Dee Collins, showing you that she can get it done from outside.
Dee Collins is 2 for 2 from the 3-point line. She does a nice job of shot clock's running down. She didn't have any other choice. That's a great shot with the presence of what it was. That had to be the 3-point shot of the day.
Our friends at Houston Tents and Events making that happen. Appreciate them. Collins back to work inside. And for the second time today, the shot clock sounds on HCU.
You got to come out of that timeout. Everybody's shouting how much time you've got left. You got to be aware of that. You have to take it to put it up some way, somehow. You might get a long rebound.
Did you ever have a team in your career, maybe in the high school level, that struggled a bit with, well, I guess not with the shot clock there at the high school level, but you get my point.
No. I was one of those people who I like to hold the ball at the end of quarters.
Right.
In high school, you had 4 of them. My teams were always conscious. When I went to Ole Miss, I practiced a lot with the 3-point, with the shot clock. They're like the end of practice. Let them know 7 seconds on the shot clock. What are we going to do?
Yeah, that's a symptom of a young team. Coach Finney talked about that. There's going to be some growing pains with playing a lot of true freshmen, a lot of underclassmen. They're one of the youngest teams in the league. Clock down to 4. Davis. with Ollie all over. It just does not matter. Acacia Davis again.
But defensively, when one of the Lamar players penetrates and your guard Davis don't help, just stay right there, because you know if Davis shoots the ball, she's not, but right now with that shot, she's not but 13 for 20 and missed the first 3.
Wilson off the jump stop. Just 3 to shoot. That one didn't glance the iron. Lamar not content to just sit on this 15-point lead. They're looking for more.
Good teams do that. They're late in the game. They're trying to finish this game.
Looking for conference win number 5 this season. They're very much in the thick of things for the league title. Rebound pinballs into the arms of D. Collins and a foul on Lamar.
You got it. Now you're going back to one of my things that drive me nuts. You've got a 15-point lead. You're in not but 69.4 feet from the basket, and you're going to take a foul. And I don't care whether it results in a bonus or not. Get back on defense. The last thing I want to do is commit a foul and let the clock stop.
McGuire. Huskies 4 out of 14 from distance today. Denley right at Ollie. And the 5'4" Enya McGuire comes up with the board. And scores in the paint. How about that?
Yeah, that's a great pass by Collins. And Collins, on the other hand, we're talking about Davis. She's 7 for 10, 7 rebounds. She's having a great game also. Now, if you're Lamar, you got to go inside to Davis. You come down the last 3 times, she has not touched the ball. You got to run her play.
Weems off the post up. Cardinals really trying to milk the clock. Wow, Davis just so good with the low post passing as well.
But also when you're in the low block, Weems, once she touches it, cuts to the basket, the results on a layup. Good offensive basketball.
NJ Weems quietly with a 13-point effort of her own. Collins can't find the touch from distance. Denley off the heel. Huskies have been better rebounding in the second half. They're going toe-to-toe with the Cardinals in that stat.
I thought Ollie's done a nice job of going in and trying to guard Davis and then defending in the low block and rebounding.
And we have our Jersey Mike sub-a-bump player of the game. Coach, there's not many questions about this one.
Hey, if the truck had picked anybody, and I ain't even seen it. You look at it, if anybody but Davis, we'd have had an investigation of the boys in the truck after this one. What a great play. I mean, and you think about her start, but she's been such, what a great play. I mean, and you think about her start, but she's been such a presence inside. 13 for 20, 15 rebounds, and she's been a load for anybody for HCU tonight.
Started 0 for 4 from the field, so she finished a ridiculous 13 of 16.
And Garrett, I'm going to leave the truck is doing a great job.
No doubt.
Our last 7 or 8 games, guys, you guys out there producing and directing this game have been right on it. Wonderful job. I'm just kidding you now about the investigation.
Well said, Coach. And Acacia Davis, too, Coach. This is the first time that we've seen her this year. And obviously, HCU will still see Aiden Corpus and Southeastern Louisiana, some other great teams coming through here. But she has to be at the very top, if not the best player in this league, just skill-wise.
And then if she came to me, I'd tell her, get her about a 12-foot shot. She can go in the WNBA because she's going to struggle to get that shot on the low block on that level. But she's got the skills to play.
I think about Alicia Westbrook at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. That's another great low post player that HCU will see soon. And it doesn't get any easier for the Huskies. They'll take on Southeastern Louisiana, a team fresh off an NCAA tournament berth last year on Thursday right here in Sharp Gym.
But we got a great men's game right after this.
Yes, we do.
This is going to be 86-85. Tune in for it. It's going to be one of them.
Talia Hill stuffed. And we'll come back with HCU.
In the men's game, HCU can score, buddy. They're going to put it up. Look out. 85-86.
Yeah, the Darius Lee Memorial Classic coming up, too.
Oh, yeah.
Great way to honor him.
Yes. Great way. Win the game, score a lot of points.
Final possession of the day for HCU. And fittingly, D. Collins will drop it in for another 20-point effort.
22,
Kennedy Wilson combined for 36.
Yes.
Lamar can dribble it out.
You run the clock out. Great job by Lamar. HCU's young. They're getting better and better.
Yeah, another close loss for the Huskies. They've lost each of their last 4 by 11 points or less. Not quite there today, Lamar. The more veteran team gets it done. They're 5-1 in the league, and HCU stays winless. Well, Coach Finney's post-game thoughts right after this.